So hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are back here once again to talk about all the films I talked about in May. I know I haven't been making much videos the past month. I've just been really busy and all that stuff with my final project in college and all that. But here I am now. I'm going to try and start making videos again. It's just been busy with the half term and bank holiday. I've been working and it's just not been very good. So let's just get to it. So the first film I watched in the month, I had Bad Neighbours 2. It's basically following up after I watched the first one. The first one I thought was really funny, but this one, I feel like it was kind of starting to go downhill. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first one. I kind of preferred the first one way more. But it only made me laugh a couple of times, where the first one made me laugh a lot. So yeah. And okay, this is probably going to be the third time mentioning this movie, but it's not going to be mentioned anymore after this one. And because next up I have Ice Age 4. Yeah, it's been about a whole year since I've seen this movie. I watched it because, well, on Bank Holiday Monday, I did like 8 hours in work. I was so tired, I couldn't be asked to do anything. I just had my dinner and then just stuck this on. It was just so tired that day, and I just watched it, but it's still a good film. I like it. I know it's not one of the greater films, but I still have fun. And then next up, well, back in March when I was watching all the Jackass films, this was one about that I missed out on, and it did make me laugh. It was good, but wasn't as good as the others. Jackass Bad Grandpa. Well, even though this is kind of the weakest one out of all of them, it was still funny. There were some funny moments, and I think Johnny Knoxville playing the grandpa was good, but it wasn't as funny when he did the stunts in the other movie, getting seriously hurt. I thought that was way funnier. But yeah, this film, yeah, it was pretty good, although it was probably the weakest one, I think. Then next up, I have Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. I finally watched it. It's been on my watch list for ages. And I watched it, and this was still very bad. Like, one of the worst horror films I think I've ever watched. Well, it's not awful. Well, it was definitely way better than the first one, I think. And we got some more characters in the film. It got a little more better. The Pooh mask as well had fur to it, and it even reference to the first one, and it was just a lot more better, because the first one was just a crappy horror movie that wasn't even that scary. But the second one was so much better, but still not very good. And we're getting the third one as well, along with a bunch of others like Snow White, Pinocchio, Bambi, Peter Pan. The Bambi one I'm not looking forward to. We've seen the new look. I'm not looking forward to it. And next up we have The Fall Guys. This was actually really fun to go and see in the cinema. Basically, we went to see this because, well, I got a 75% on my English exam, which I passed, so that was a good job there, and that was just about a month ago. But yeah, The Fall Guys, it was amazing. I had so much fun with it, and there was just a lot about it that I really liked. But I think it would have been a lot better in 3D though, because all the pop-outs and stuff, that would have been really cool. And then, hold on, did I miss it? And then next up we have Angry Birds. Okay, I think the first time I watched this movie was during 2020, July 2020, I think, just about 4 years ago, and I hadn't seen it since then, so I gave it a rewatch, basically because I haven't seen the second one yet, and that was on Netflix, so I need to give that a watch and be quick. But this film, it's alright, it's not bad or anything. Sorry, yeah, well, basically, I grew up playing the Angry Birds game on the mobile phone. You'll remember that game. Pretty sure you do, because it was nostalgia. Yeah, but this film, yeah, it was alright. It weren't great, though. It was still fun to watch, though. And then, next up, we have the Peanuts movie. Yeah, basically, I gave this a watch because I haven't seen it since February last year. And that was such a long time since I've seen it. Yeah, but with my film, there is something I did want to say about that. I was going to have it released onto YouTube, but I can't do that because of legal reasons and all that stuff. And I don't want to lose my channel or anything, because if I put it on here, who knows what could happen, something bad. And I don't want that to happen. So sorry guys, there's not much to happen. And then Next up, we have a Netflix film called Nimona. This has basically been on my watch list for ages, and I finally watched it, and who knows, it was actually a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it. Fun fact, this was actually meant to be released by Blue Sky Studios, and it was meant to be released in January 2022. But since Disney shut them down, this was almost cancelled, and Netflix stepped in and ended up finishing most of the work. So I guess they deserve a round of applause for that. So well done, Netflix. And then this is the last film, I think. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. The last film of the month is going to a film called Cat and Dog. I basically caught this film on Netflix, and the audio was a little strange because it was filmed in a different country. The language was different. They were talking English, but it was something like this with English audio put over it, and I thought that was strange as well. But basically, because this was a cat and dog film, I basically just gave it a watch. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, dog films are like one of my weaknesses because I'm not the best with them. Because back in September, when I watched Marley and Me, I ended up crying at the end because I'm just not very good with dog films. And yeah, that's pretty much just it. And there was a few other films that I watched on here that were basically rewatches that were watched recently, but I'm not going to mention them for another little while or so. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The only problem is I don't know what my movie of the month will be. I'll just have to find something, I guess. Well, I guess I'll just have to find something. My movie of the month is The Fall Guys. That was just so fun to watch. But anyway, guys, I hope you understand where I've been, and thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys again soon for another video. So thanks for watching, and bye.